it's Hiedi Scott with DIY and on tonight's video, it's number 7 of my Valentine's Craft Projects with DIY that I'm doing. It's the last and final one, and I have 4 different projects to show you that I'm really excited about. We're going to do tea towels, and I'm going to give you some tricks and tips about what not to do. We're going to make 2 different signs, and then I'm going to show you how to make the cutest little tiles using the new ceramic paint. And I'm going to actually do one live with you, and I'm going to show you how to do the ombre effect. Okay, so I have lots to show you tonight that I'm really excited about. As you jump on, say hi. Let me know who is watching. I see Fran is watching. Hey, Fran. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you like the crafts that we're doing tonight and you think that your friends would like them as well, I would love it if you would sprinkle this video. And I'm going to pick one person who sprinkled tomorrow morning, and I'm going to send you this completed little Valentine's banner that I put together a couple of days ago. So all you have to do is sprinkle and then write in the comments that you sprinkled. And if you want to say something when you sprinkle the video, like, I love this girl, I love DIY and you should follow her, or something like that, that would be even better. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you tonight is these tea towels. All right, I made this today. And it says, do what you love, love what you do on this side. And then on this side, it has a bunch of XOXO for Valentine's Day. I chose this stencil, well, both of them, for Valentine's Day just because this one has the word love in it, okay? So what I want to tell you is how you do this. And then I want to tell you what not to do because I messed it up. Hey, Carol. Hey, Mary. Oh, thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate it. So I'll put your name in my list of names, and I'll pick one tomorrow morning, and I'll let you know who won it. And then I will send this out to one lucky person who sprinkled this live video tomorrow morning. Okay, so the first thing I did, oops, this is not the right one, is I took this stencil, which has the do what you love, love what you do on it. It's part of a 2-pack. It's a really great little package of stencils. And I just removed it from the backing, laid it on my tea towel, and then using a color that I haven't used in quite a while, red, I used this amazing stuff. It's called Bless His Heart. You guys, this is gel ink. It's from a maker studio, and it's great. You can use it on anything that is porous, especially fabric, and you can heat set it with a warm iron, well, with a hot iron, after it's dried a couple of hours, and then it'll stay forever, and you can even wash and dry it. So this is the red. I used this color, and then I used the black. These are both by a maker studio, and darn, I forgot to put links in the little blurb. I will either put those in the comments, or I'll come back later and fix the top of it in case you guys are interested, because it was these 2 colors and this stencil. All right, and I just pushed the ink through the holes on my stencil on both sides. I let it dry about 2 hours. Then I took it to my iron, put my iron on hot on the linen setting because this is cotton, and I went over and over and over it. Okay, but before I ironed it, I want to tell you about this. Okay, I used some of my favorite ribbon from Hobby Lobby, which is so cute. Let me show you the side that isn't ruined. It's little black and white check, and then it has these darling little pom-poms on it. Okay, so while I was heat setting, I had already applied my ribbon, and what I want to show you is that I essentially melted the little pom-poms on it. onto my towel. So if you're going to try to do something like this, what I recommend is that you heat set the ink first, and then you apply your ribbon. And how I applied the ribbon, which adds so much to it, don't you think? Hey, Mary, oh, thank you for sprinkling. Hey, Sharon. How I applied it was just with my glue gun, and then some of this Sure Bond fabric stick. This is what it looks like. This is fabric hot glue. It's from Hobby Lobby. And you can wash even with this stuff. It's white, so if you're doing something on a dark colored tea towel, I would probably not suggest this, but it's great for a project like this that's going on a white tea towel. So that was the first project that I did to show you, which is a little out of my comfort zone right now because I'm so in this neutral zone of using biscuits and gravy, my favorite color in the whole wide world, dark grays, dark browns, and black. And I really haven't used a lot of bright color in a while. So anyways, it turned out really cute, super fun for Valentine's Day, except for the fact that I burned the little pom-poms off my ribbon. Okay, the next project I want to show you is this. Do you guys recognize this piece right here? It is from one of those cookie sheets from Dollar Tree that I drew a heart. Let me show you how I did it. I just drew a heart on a piece of paper, traced it on my tin, or whatever you want to call this cookie sheet stuff, cut it out, okay? And then I stenciled again with this red gel ink on some of my vintage sheet music. Isn't that cute? And I only used part of the stencil, and this is something I want to tell you guys about because maybe you don't realize, or probably you do if you've crafted very long. But when you're using one of these kind of stencils, you don't have to use the whole thing. You could pick out just one little piece of it, like the word love, and just do that on your project. So that is what I did with this. I just used the word love with the red gel ink on my vintage sheet music. So what do you guys think about? Do you like that? Hey, if you're just jumping on, if you will sprinkle this video to your social media, and if you want to say, hey, I love watching DIY Dreaming, you should follow her or something like that in the little description box, that would be awesome. And if you write sprinkled here to let me know that you did it, I'm going to draw one person's name tomorrow, and I will mail you this completed Valentine's Day banner. So, sprinkle. Oh, somebody said they sprinkled with love. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Okay, so a couple more things about this project. Another thing I want to let you know is that I always try to use what I have rather than going out and buying something else. So today I really wanted to make one of these burlap looking, can you guys see it right there, shelf sitters, but I didn't have any of them in burlap. So I did have some of this white canvas. Okay, you know what these guys look like. They're 6x6. You can get a pack of 4 of them from Walmart for like $8. They're super inexpensive, and they make a great base for a lot of different crafts. So I just took some burlap fabric that I had and attached it to my white canvas and hot glued it down. Then I hot glued on the heart in the cookie sheet tin. Then I hot glued on my stenciled piece of vintage sheet music. Oh, thank you guys for sprinkling. I really appreciate that. Hey, and be sure that you follow this page too, especially if you like these kind of crafts, because I have a ton of really great ones coming up. And then the last thing I did is I have a, excuse me, a ton of vintage buttons. I just dug out all my red ones. This is in the shape of a little heart. I put a little twine through the holes and I hot glued that on the bottom. And isn't that so cute? It does definitely say Valentine's Day. And I typically like to do projects that don't scream whatever the holiday is, but I think this still looks kind of neutral, and I love how it turned out. Hope you like it too. If you decide to do something like this, I would love to see pictures. Okay, the other sign I did was this one. Okay, so I want to tell you about this piece because I got this at Walmart, you guys. Just the wood part, but it had the handle on it, and it's this like great sort of distressed sideways barnwood, and it was about $4 or $5. It was not expensive at all. Okay, so then I took another piece of sheet music. This is my favorite one, and I did that whole stencil again. It's right here. Do what you love what you do. Same red gel ink. These are all from a maker studio, and I forgot to put links in the little blurb. I'm sorry about that, but I will do it after I get off, and I'll put it in the comments. So if you want to go take a peek or place an order, I'll get you the links. So I just stenciled my piece of paper, piece of this, and then I tied a piece of just plain old twine. This says jute cord. Okay, I tied it around the bottom 3 times so it could hold the bottom part in, and then I took some of these cute little paper clips and I just hot glued them to my wood right about the place where I would want to hang it. So now what's great about this, I'll show you. When Valentine's Day is over, I will just take this off, and I have this all ready to go, and I have a huge stack of sheet music, so I'll probably be doing some spring things, some Easter things, and some things going into summer that I can put on this. So what do you think about that idea? That's kind of cool. And this really is very nice for being a piece of wood from Walmart. I really like it. So I would definitely recommend getting that. Okay, oh, and I, just in case you don't like that really ivory color of sheet music, I also stenciled a more white piece of sheet music. So I love stuff that you can reuse, that you're not committed. This is just totally Valentine's Day and you can't use it for anything else. I like things that are more neutral or that can be changed out from season to season. So all I added was this jute around the bottom and the 2 paper clips, or not paper clips, what are little clothespins. Hey, and I did want to point out that Dollar Tree has some that you get a whole bag of them for $1. They're a lot littler. Those ones I think I got at Hobby Lobby, but I couldn't find the package. Anyway, so these would work too if you can't find the slightly bigger ones. I like things that can be changed out. Me too, totally. Oh, thank you, Deborah. That's so sweet of you to say. Okay, so then what else do I want to, oh, the fun thing. And the thing that I'm going to actually do for you guys. Okay, so these were some tiles that were in the bathtub area of my son's bathroom. And when we bought this house, there was a ton of them just sitting in a box in the garage. And you guys, we've been in this house for 15 years. And just recently, we realized that that box of these tiles was still sitting there. So my husband donated them to Goodwill. But I held back a few, and now I'm wishing I would have held back more, because these are the 2 that I made today. I'm going to tell you how I did it and tell you what I used, and then we're going to actually do one. Okay, so I used these really cute stencils that are also from a maker studio, and they're part of this pack that, this is what one of them looks like. It says, everything gets better with coffee. Isn't that cute? Love it. And then this one has two on them. One of them says freshly brewed happiness, and the other one says insert coffee and begin. And look how cute this little, it reminds me of a Starbucks cup is, with a little heart on it. Okay, so, and I'll put a link for these when I get back to it. Hey, Diane. Hey, Paula. Oh, thank you for sprinkling. I really appreciate that. Okay, so let's start with this one. So for this one, I took this cute part of the stencil that has the little coffee cup, and I just laid it on my, can you guys see? Let me scooch back. I just laid it on my tile, and then I used, these are brand new, I just got them yesterday. I used the red and the black. These are the new ceramic paint little tubes from a maker studio, and you guys, these are awesome. So I used two colors, again the red, which I haven't been using a lot of bold colors lately, and I made this. Is that not so cute? So essentially you just push this stuff through the holes on the stencil with a little spreader like we use for everything else, and then you put it on a cookie sheet and you pop it in the oven. Hey Evelyn, thank you for sprinkling, I appreciate it. Hey Paula, thank you for sprinkling. I popped it in the oven with the oven cold, okay? And then I turned my oven on to 170 because that is the lowest setting that my oven will go to. And then I turned on my timer for 35 minutes. And when my timer went off, I turned the oven off and I let these sit on the cookie sheet in the oven until they were cool. So they're set, they're permanent. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go probably to Walmart or Home Depot, and I'm gonna get some of those little rubber pads that you can put on the bottom of things so they won't scooch around and they won't scratch your counters. I think this turned out so cute. And this was completely free because it has been sitting in my garage for 15 years. And I'm so thankful that we didn't donate all of them. Okay, the other one I made is from the stencil that says everything gets better with coffee. And this one, what I was trying to do was to get some red and black in the coffee cup and then just do this, like, I don't know what these things are called, just in black. And I just wanted to mix it around. So what do you guys think? This is sort of an ombre effect. Hey, Debbie. And this went into the oven with the other one on the cookie sheet, and now it's set, and I'm gonna get some rubber feet for it. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, clear off my space a little bit, is I have a blank tile. You guys, this is the kind that you can get these one at a time at your Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware. They're just the kind of plain tiles that you put in a bathtub surround. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna use this stencil that says freshly brewed happiness, and I'm gonna eyeball it. And you know what, let me try to aim this down a little bit further. I'm still figuring out how to do things in my office so you guys can see them. And you know what, it's really nice not to completely destroy the whole house every time I want to craft, which is lately all day long, every day. So I'm just gonna eyeball this. I never measure, and I don't get stressed out if things aren't perfectly centered because they're homemade. And I hope that you guys do that too, because when you require your crafts to be perfect, then you take the joy out of doing them. So just say good enough is good enough. And I think that's pretty good. Okay, and then I'm gonna take, and I think I'm gonna put the darkest color in the middle and the lighter color on the outsides. And then we'll just smudge it all around, and this is how you do the ombre effect. Okay, so I just put a big glob of the black ceramic paint in that area. And now I'm gonna put some globs of red. Your office looks so warm and welcoming. Aw, it is my happy place, totally. But my kitchen table's pretty happy too, except that it bothers everybody in the house to have to clear out when I want to craft or do a video. So, ooh, this may be too much. Okay, so I have, this is what it looks like right now. Okay, and now I'm literally just going to push it all around. I'll just use this black one. And if you end up going outside of your stencil with this stuff, you can just wash it off or scratch it off basically with your fingernail before you bake it. And then it's no problem. So it's really nice to work with just for that reason. Okay, and this is the mess that it looks like, right now. And I am just going to take my stencil off. It looks darling. Hope that that isn't gonna forever stain that spot on my desk. And this is what we have. Isn't it cute? So I'll bake it and I'll take pictures of it and I'll share it with you tomorrow. All right, well, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to show you. I'm sad that I've finished my 7 days of Valentine's Day craft projects. I may have to do a couple more, so come back and look. I do have tons of great projects coming up that I can't wait to show you. If you're watching this on replay or you're just hopping on recently, if you will sprinkle this to your social media, and if you want to say, I love watching DiyDreaming, or she's really crafty, or you should follow her, or something like that, that would be great. And then put in the comments, sprinkled, and I'll put your name in the drawing for that cute little banner. What else do I want to tell you? I'll also include the link, so if you would like to place an order, you'll be all set to go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thanks.